Mexican Coke will now be made in America? Yes, the Coca-Cola company said Tuesday that it will launch a version of its signature drink with American cane sugar. Go ahead, Robby.
The announcement came days after President Trump posted on Truth Social, quote, "I have been speaking to Coca-Cola about using real cane sugar in Coke in the United States, and they have agreed to do so. I'd like to thank all of those in authority at Coca-Cola. This will be a very good move by them. You'll see, it's just better."
Coca-Cola company said in a statement, quote, "As part of its ongoing innovation agenda this fall in the United States, the company plans to launch an offering made with U.S. cane sugar to expand its trademark Coca-Cola product range."
Coke produced for the U.S. market is typically sweetened with corn syrup. This is part of the Trump administration's push to make America healthy again by asking food companies to alter their formulations.
For Axios, Coca-Cola's decision to use U.S. sugar rather than imports will potentially benefit two states that dominate domestic sugarcane production, Florida and Louisiana, which is a great thing. I love this. It's so beautiful. I love Mexican Coke. It's delicious, brilliant. I can say good job on the president and his team.
Oh, how about that?
Make America healthy again. But it wasn't urgent. There's so many other urgent things that need to be done. I appreciate it. I'm going to be happy about it. I will indulge in it. And I think Americans should have a choice on transparency between corn syrup and something probably much more healthier for them. And that's important. But I also think there were a ton of things on President Trump's desk. And I don't understand. It's like he just kind of like throws a dart and says, oh, I'll go for that issue today. It's like, how does this end up on your desk as an urgent thing to get done within your first year?
So whenever there's some kind of problem, market failure, some kind of why is the company doing it this way, a way I don't like it, I always try to step back, learn more information, and find out, I bet if you get down into the nitty-gritty details, somehow this is the government's fault. And this is absolutely the case here. You're right, I agree with you. Mexican Coca-Cola tastes better. It's better with cane sugar than it is with corn syrup. But do you know, Lindsey, the reason that in America they make it with corn syrup is because of aggressive subsidies for corn, farm subsidies. The government makes it by direct money transfers to corn syrup, makes it cheaper to use corn syrup, that it wouldn't necessarily be cheaper if it was just competing on an open market. So I think it's fine that RFK Jr. has encouraged them to go back to using sugar, and sugar is better, but we actually didn't even need to encourage them or ask them or make them or do any of that. We could just stop having taxpayer dollars transferred to the corn industry to make our Coca-Cola worse. And as you, this benefits, Iowa and the corn states. Yeah, but if we don't do it instead, so this is benefiting, so we're subsidizing production to help certain states at the expense of other states. Now, if we do it this way, it'll help Florida and Louisiana instead. This is exactly the kind of thing the government should just stay out of completely. No need to subsidize one product to hurt another. No need to benefit farmers in this state versus farmers in that. Just let them compete in the market. And then if they find some way to make corn syrup cheaper, and you want cheaper Coke that has corn syrup, or you want more expensive Coke that has cane sugar, it just can be different market products. There is no need for government financial interference on this at all. And that's what I would like to get back to. Well, does that make sense?
It does. That actually blew my mind. I was like, I didn't know you were going to go on this. That's a brilliant tangent, but I loved it. But I think, the part that blows my mind is just trying to consider, I actually believe that President Trump just likes the taste of Mexican Coke.
Yeah. And we all do. I like it better too.
No, but I made this a priority. And so that part flabbergasted me, because it's just like you said, if there's so much research that you have done that shows that this may hurt some people, may help other people, it just came down to a point of that's a good strategy. I like that taste. Let's just go forward with it, which makes one consider and question, okay, so what other things are on your desk that we can solve simply that are probably a little more important than whether or not, because people can also drink water and probably or sparkling water and be a little healthier than Coke or any of these options.
I drink Coke Zero.
Well, either way,
fair amount of it. I drink a lot of. So weirdly, I don't love the taste of plain water, so I almost always drink. My fridge has Fresca, Sprite, ginger ale, Coke Zero, and Dr. Pepper Zero. I don't drink plain water. I drink a lot of Fresca.
I
drink
mostly
a lot
drink
of Fresca.
Water plain, and also just juice because I have a child.
I drink juice.
Lots of juice in the house.
I drink a lot of juice.
But I really barely drink sodas, besides when I'm on vacation. Then I'll have a Mexican Coke or something of that nature. So that's why I said I am pleased but it is very random.
I have a lot of Fresca. I hope Fresca is healthy for you because I drink a lot.
We're going to find out down the line of all these sweeteners what they actually do. And I think that's the good part about what RFK is calling out. I could find the nuance in what people are doing. So I think it is important that we do provide some kind of options and alternatives for people. But if it's all just fabricated and something that the government started anyway, it kind of just, okay, so what are we talking about?
We do got to get healthier. I was just abroad. I was in Sicily, and ate a lot of great food. Ate a lot of food, a lot of croissants and pastas and seafood, and drank a lot of wine. And I don't know, there's just you don't feel like lethargic and gross and overweight even after you eat a lot there for some reason. Whereas here you eat things and then you feel like you need to die. I don't know. There's something just different about the food elsewhere that I can't quite put my finger on. But I suspect it's the government's fault.
Everything's the government's fault.
Everything is the government's fault.
But it's the ingredients, though, and that's the thing. I want to feel good after I eat, too. I love food, but it's the ingredients here. I've had friends in other countries tell me, we would never put some of those things that you guys are fighting for, like the red dyes in our food. And even when you go have candy in other countries, they ban those things. So why would we allow it for Americans? We have a longer conversation that we have to have.
Banning things, though. I'm suspicious.
Oh, now I like to overcorrect.
Yeah, well, that does it for us today on Rising Live. Go have a Mexican Coke for us, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Look out for more exclusive YouTube content, though, coming your way. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to The Hill's YouTube channel so you never miss any content. And for those of you who like to listen while on the go, we're now available anywhere you can find podcasts.